I'm Robert.
I'm Jaren.
And welcome to Don't Touch That Dial. In this series, we're going to talk about television. Sometimes we'll talk about whole series, just the entire run. Sometimes just talk about specific episodes. But in general, we're going to touch on a new series each episode, whether or not you should watch it, and why. This episode, our premiere episode, we thought we'd go with the show of the highest quality, Extreme Couponing.
We're going big.
On TLC.
We're going big.
I was first introduced to this series through an online article with the executive producer of the series, and I was curious, so I decided to watch it just a little bit ago when TLC did a marathon. Then I texted everyone, including Jaren, about how I couldn't stop watching. Please help me now. And then Jaren was like, wait, Extreme what now? And I said, go to TLC. And he said, no, I don't even...
No. I was confused.
It's a reality series where they follow people who clip out a lot of coupons, spend a ridiculous amount of money in groceries, but because of the ridiculous amount of coupons they have, they get their final price reduced to like $10 or store credit back.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It is quite literally about people that coupon to an extreme limit.
Yes. What are your thoughts about the series, Karen?
The series itself, I suppose, is interesting. I would find it more interesting as like a short bit on something, but not like a whole series in and of itself. Because as you said, it seems like they're stretching for time. It seems like they're stretching for time sometimes.
Yeah. I'd say it's an interesting concept, but it'd be better as like a segment on 60 Minutes rather than a series. I think there's a lot of padding. It seems like there's a commercial break every couple minutes. I'd estimate it's probably about 18-minute series instead of the usual 22. And they cover like 2 different sets of people each episode. Still, they're stretching for time. I think maybe it's worth watching at least one episode just to be completely dumbfounded
By some of the ridiculousness that is that show. That's the whole reason to watch the show.
Yeah. It's like any other show of this type, like Hoarding or Animal Hoarders, which they all share a certain similarity to.
Yeah.
I mean, most of these people are shown to have stockpiles of items in their basements or their homes that they haven't touched ever. Like there was a woman who had over a year's supply worth of diapers, doesn't even have a baby.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a boyfriend, doesn't have a husband, doesn't have anything, but says, well, in case I want to have
babies.
Diapers. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I also think the whole reason that happens is because it's, I guess, a byproduct of doing this. Because the only way that you can get, because the whole point is to get, the maximum amount of stuff that you can get for the lowest amount of money. And the only way you can do that is by clearing, whole shelves of stuff, apparently. Which gets ridiculous. You get the people walking around with, 4 or 5 carts, some of which are full of just one item.
Yeah.
So that they can check it out.
Yeah, what would you say is the high point of the series? Something that people would watch for, just to see the ridiculousness?
Just see the ridiculous, because that's the whole thing that kept me watching. It certainly wasn't the false tension of, oh my god, is the coupon gonna go through? That was funny. But just the some of the ridiculous stuff that they get away with at these supermarkets, for instance, the one that completely blew my mind was the one lady who walked away with groceries that totaled over $1,400, and she walked away spending 7 something, and she had calculated it out to the cent of how much those coupons were going to take off of it. It completely blew my mind. That's some type of wizarding ability, apparently.
she hacked the Matrix.
Yeah,
believe you said.
that's what I sent him a text that said, I'm pretty sure there's a glitch in the Matrix because she just hacked the system. Because that's not right.
Okay. I'd say the low point, the biggest, disadvantage of the series is it's repetitive. There's a lot of false tension, and it's short. So
As is the nature of those shows.
I'd say it's maybe worth a look for one episode, but don't get sucked in like I did on that day.
We won't blame you if you get sucked into a marathon and you can't stop watching it because for some reason it holds your attention.
Don't make it a weekly appointment.
Yeah, but there's no reason to stick around.
Yeah. So, unless you have anything else to add?
I think that's about all we can say about extreme couponing.
That's it for our first episode of Don't Touch That Dial. I'm Robert.
I'm Jared.
Don't touch that dial?